Good morning, YouTube. I'm hoping this goes out. I'm hoping the audio sounds okay. Hadn't been on here in a while. I've been trying to stay in the background and watch the Q phenomenon and the things that's going on with that to let everybody have an understanding. If anybody's been following it for any kind of period of time, you got to have an understanding. He said, or it said, Q said, okay, that we would run into issues like this, okay, of the so-called divide and conquer. It all depends on where you got your mind at in all this. And have an understanding. I'm seeing ex-military and everything on here too. There's a lot of unhappy people by the way our government's running and handling things. Okay. I come up with maybe another idea that we, the people, may be able to, I don't know the whole ins and outs of everything as of yet, but I'm sure maybe in comments and other things when this thing goes out, I hope it goes out, that this may be a way to take the internet completely away from Google, Facebook, Twitter. We come up with our own name for this thing. I thought maybe a good one might be, instead of Facebook, call it Face Crook. Okay. I'm willing to donate anywhere from 4 to 5 hard drives for this. They're SATA. They're a little older, but they all work well. They can all be wiped, reformatted, and anything else that I can get my hands on to help this go forward. I need, and we all need some IT people that's more in tune with trying to get servers together. Okay, now what I'm proposing here is everybody that sees this, that I'm understanding, has an internet connection in their house. Okay. Don't know how it all works. Like I said, I'm sure somebody will inform me. But if we could set up mini servers, we'll call them the Clinton servers, Hillary Clinton servers, if you want to. Put them under VPNs. Spread them out through the whole United States. There's hundreds of thousands of us. Y'all think about that, okay? You look at the software and hardware behind Facebook, okay? I'm always betting within 90 days, 6 months, a year, that everybody have a basement server that allows to link this platform together, okay? It wouldn't be long to where we would be seeing numbers being crunched at Facebook, Google, and the rest of them as big-time failures, okay? I believe it would work. Matter of fact, we can go, once it's up and running, okay, to the patriots, to the people that has woken up, taken the red pill, so to speak. It wouldn't take long for everybody to want to lock in on these servers, because this way they couldn't take our voice away from us. What I mean by this is we got to understand the old way of looking for this was called a soapbox. Okay, we have a global soapbox. That's a big ass soapbox to be standing on. I believe it would help squash a lot of their crap. Okay. I got myself a new HP laptop, and I went away from the Windows platform and went to AMD. So far I've been pretty pleased and happy. I don't know how all of it works. I will be getting me a regular keyboard and a regular mouse. This thing, running your finger all over that pad, clicking buttons and trying to use the keyboard, and it's a pain in the butt for me, because I always been a desktop person. The laptop for me, when I get my other computer back up and running the way I want, I'm going to go AMD platform with the motherboards, processors, everything. I'm going to build me I had it set up like this before and didn't have it completely running, but it was partially running. I just didn't understand, I guess, the rest of the programs that I needed. Now, the newer advances and everything is going to be able to allow me to do it. Have twin motherboards in my tower. And the bottom one will be a wireless network, top one wireless network, so I can cohabitate back and forth to a bottom-ended server that I built into the tower. Okay, I showed it one time before, and forgive my jumping around with the camera, but I'll try to pan around there. I'm hoping it'll work. Alright, unclip, roll. Okay. Okay, people. Alright, you gotta imagine, right in here is the top of my desk. There's another tower identical to that one underneath. Okay. I built a monster. But anyway, on to what else needs to be said and done. Forgive my goofiness here. I believe this would be a legal way of taking the internet over. Because how in the world could they ever stop private individuals from linking their home brewed servers together? Okay, have several network hotspots in the United States to cover any kind of problems, okay, that would arise. Now, I'm just throwing this out here, hoping that somebody will bite and maybe direct me in the right direction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, I don't walk on water like I told y'all before. And what I've been seeing and hearing and all this stuff, the Q thing, like I said, way in the beginning of this, and several times through it, I keep saying he, let's just say it. We don't know what Q really is. Okay. Forgive my coughing. I still smoking more nasty sticks known as cigarettes, but I have slowed down. And eventually I will be able to break this god-awful habit. Okay? It's weird. I know I just jumped out of the conversation, but it's weird of not somebody to not tell somebody the truth about myself. I've done some of the best drugs in the world. All different qualities of drugs. Okay? I yet had any of them drugs ever take me over like a damn cigarette. But anyway, I would really love the help from some technicians to maybe see if this is even feasible. Okay? I believe the technology is here for us to do this. If Hillary Clinton was doing it with the IT guys that she had, I am way certain that a lot of people out here on YouTube is way damn smarter. And anons, whoever wants to get involved, okay? The problem of it is there's no way that I know of to actually vet from the three other mobs getting involved with us and this. I believe it would work. Like I said, the name of it, people could suggest names for it. Myself, I like the one, because like I said, we can go to their platforms, Google, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whoever. And the ones that want to comply to the truth, allow them to use the servers too. Okay? And this way, they can't cut, edit, piece, shadow ban, or nothing, no more. We will definitely need some IT guys with the smarts, okay, that sees any kind of corrupt thing trying to sneak into the servers to tear them up. Okay, just y'all think about that. Say each server contains small hard drives, say, I don't know, 250 to a terabyte each, okay? And then we could get them spread out to say just, let's take a rough shot, 5,000 people. All right, 5,000 times 5. I believe maybe we might have 6 or 8 servers tied up like Facebook's got, okay? But it won't be great big giant computer rooms doing this. You spread out the power, the memory this way, but use a virtual private network, a VPN, to route through, use Facebook to advertise it, go to these so-called 14 million friends that everybody's supposedly got and never been invited to dinner. I always found that kind of strange to have understood how psychology and social networking worked. Okay, all of us, one point or time or whatever, loves the pat on the back from somebody, appreciation. Sorry, I'm keep jumping around. I got my window open and using a Logitech 720 camera with this laptop. The laptop camera sucks. I ain't gonna lie about that. It's either that or I just don't know quite how to use it. Its quality did not look good at all. But anyway, I'm hoping I can get some people involved. I've tried different things before. That's all I can do. On to some other things. The seething frog. I think everybody that's got any kind of truth in them all, or have an understanding and wisdom of our history, and know who the bad guys, the culprits of all this stuff, and has kept the wars going, keeps us in turmoil, keeps us divided. There's many ways to divide us, and a lot of people can't see past one or two things in their life to have an understanding. It took me in my young years, I guess I was 13, 14, and I've said this story before, I was hanging out at a buddy of mine's house. I'm a trailer park trash. I grew up in a trailer park, and I grew up in some projects, okay? An individual that I liked, a bunch of my buddies liked, a fellow's name was Noah, white guy, and he was a Muslim. And he had a lot of black friends who was Muslim. They come in one day. We was all hanging out watching MTV right as MTV took off. And one of the black guys was dressed in their dashikis and their little hat gear. I don't know all the prim and proper PC words for everything, but he sat down with us and smoked some pot with us and explained to us that there's niggers in every race, white, Chinese, black, green, politician. It's a tool to be used against individuals from getting together under a common bond to know that we have a say-so. Okay, I keep looking up because I've got an HDMI on my laptop plugged into my 32-inch flat screen. It's weird. I'll sit here and watch videos and catch a double image of the video and my eyes go whoop. But anyway, the long and short of it is, this is basically what I'm talking about. Okay? There is a start for me as a server. Okay? Alright. There's 3 of them. You're sitting there looking at 2, 4, 6 terabytes. That's what I'm going to put in the belly of my beast. And I've got 3 more, a little bit smaller. Or I might end up ordering me some SSDs too. Got an SSD hard drive for my fiance's computer. I'm putting her together. Let's see if I can kind of show. There's hers. I'm putting together for her. I got a fully modular Corsair RM650X fully modular power supply, brand new for $70. I wasn't happy with the other power supply. It's got some age on it. I've got SLI RAM for her, SSD hard drive, plus 2 other 320s, SATA regular hard drives, some bells and whistles, this, that, and the other, but I'm going to end up putting Leopard on that since it's a clean SSD hard drive. I'm trying to get away from Windows platforms altogether if I can, even though Mac is pretty much the same entity, just different name on the way they control and do things with people. But anyway, get back to the divide and conquer strategy. Seething Frog, like I said, go to him, please, everybody. Sign in a Fed petition, okay? This is a benefit to any of us and all of us if you understand who and what the Fed is about. Some people go into complete details about things, sound well educated, sound like they know what they're talking about. Then when you dig into it a little deeper, they only got part of the tree root in their hand, and there's another 5 miles below ground. Okay, I use these analogies, I guess, just to get a point across. But like I explained to the Seething Frog in a comment, I don't know if he reads them or not. Okay, he seems like a good fellow. My understanding, he's a retired doctor, and he's a historian buff. He's read and studied a whole lot of things about these families and the Federal Reserves. For people that do not know, you go look it up yourself so you'll have an understanding that what I'm trying to tell you is the truth. Okay, I do make mistakes. I don't walk on water, but anything that I'm spouting here, I want to have a basic understanding for anybody that listens, to have an understanding that I am trying to tell you the truth, not hide, not give you pieces of it, but if anything else, it gives you the crumb or the page to start to go see for yourself. The old saying is, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It feels under the same category. I can lead you to the truth, but I can't make you believe. That's up to you. Okay. Birth certificates were sold at birth, whether y'all know it or not. Okay. I'm going to keep harping on this to the day that the Federal Reserve dies. Okay. I knew about this 10, 11 years ago, but I got more informed when I moved into West Virginia through some other truthers. One fellow's named Harvey Dent. They've been trying to stop this poor fellow for a long time. Good, kind-hearted dude, you can tell it just by listening to him talk. But anyway, there's a little law in every law book, okay, state to state, locality, town, whatever. If there's a hospital running, they're being funded by state or federal 99% of the time. Okay. In this law states that the mother and father has anywhere from 30 to 90 days to come and claim their property. And y'all might ask, what property? Well, that's a little thing known as DNA. Y'all get a understanding yet? It's called afterbirth. Okay? If you do not claim this, you are forfeiting your rights to your child. Okay? And you sitting there thinking, now, how did my mom and father forfeit me? Okay? Pretty simple. By the way things are structured, the way they're put together, okay? Y'all have to go see this for yourself, like I said. You have 30, 90 days to reclaim or claim your property, or you forfeit your child, okay? Not the living, human, walking around, bleeding, crying, pooping person that you call your child, okay? But it is the one on paper that they created the same day that you and me was born, okay? That if you've got original birth certificates, I do mine, okay? Right on the bottom of my birth certificate, it states that my birth certificate is a United States Treasury bond. Y'all want to answer the question to me, why a birth certificate is a bond? You're sold. Okay? Once it gets forfeited, whatever that little clause is, that you don't come back to claim that property. Okay? That's how they got you. Okay? Known in some circles and some people's known as the straw man. The same day, there's a twin born for every one of us on every day that everybody's born. The Fed set this up too. It leads right back to them because it's all about the money. If you follow the money will lead you back to the culprits, the rat's nest, known as the Federal Reserve. Plus it spreads out through all these historical families also. Then it gets into banking and big business also. Now they're running around taking our so-called intellectual property rights, known as videos, comments, so on and so on. That's another reason I would love to sit down with a few people that's kind of like-minded but a lot smarter than me when it comes to functionally putting something together. Okay, it'll be a slow roll, but it would not be I don't think it would be as expensive as buying a full server tower, okay, with 500 hard drives in it, with the motherboards and all the power supplies and all this other stuff, okay. This way we would be actually sharing the load of the price of the server completely, power-wise, hard drives, cases, etc. Okay, you get it up and running long enough, then there could be some donate pages set up on a monthly thing for maintenance. Okay, but we'd have to get it up and running and keep it secure for at least, I don't know, 6 months, a year, to prove the worthiness of it. Okay, they would be no longer being able to steal our intellectual property known as our videos, nor our comments, or shadow banning. Okay, but like I said, it's going to take some other people with a lot more education. Okay, let's just say that, with backed up common sense. Okay, education ain't worth shit without common sense. Okay, I read a book somewhere, and I can't remember the dang. I always have a problem remembering titles, but the book was based on this. It tried to explain in this book that education was a lie, it's fraud. Most everything we're out here living in is a lie or a fraud. Okay, but the educational part, take any degree, take any title that you get. Okay, this guy goes into detail, and this guy was, my understanding, a ex-professor. Okay, I think at Harvard or maybe Yale, I can't remember. But anyway, he goes into great detail explaining in this book the way an education system works, it is not there to make you smart. It is there to see if you've got enough mind to remember and regurgitate what they tell you and what you read as truth. It blew me away. I was like, oh my God. Then I started applying this same theory to a lot of other things that's been going on. But anyway, it's 10:18 a.m., 5/16/2018, and this is my first, hopefully, successful launch from my new laptop. Peace to y'all. I'm hoping I can get this to go through. There's one fella that's doing the Q thing. I think he is some kind of computer engineer or tech. Plus he has other people. He's got a nice little setup in his house. But the name of the page is Patriot something or other. I'm terrible with names. I don't know why. I'm hoping the audio is good on this. Peace to all of y'all. I'm hoping I can get this to launch. Maybe. I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping I could get something maybe going here. And please, all of you, go to the Seething Frog and sign his End the Fed petition. If we can get enough of it behind us, hell, who's to say if somebody out there has the ear of the Q forum, the Anons, or Trump, somehow get this idea to them, they can circumvent all this bullshit lying news this way. We'd have our own virtual private network to share real news. I watched another person I get perspective from. I watch many people give different perspectives to have a clearer understanding on what maybe the truth is. This is a Christian journalist. Him and his wife is in Israel. Okay. He reported yesterday, and I watched it this morning, that what you're seeing on your news right now about the Palestinians and all this crap going on over there, people killing this one, killing that one, well, he's within a mile or two of that front line that they're claiming all of this is happening. And he even said it. He don't see it or don't understand why our American news is feeding us this narrative. The man's there. He's an eyewitness to it. He's up on a high balcony. If you're up on a high balcony, somebody takes a gunshot or fires a rocket, do you not understand that you might be able to see or hear something? Peace to all y'all. And God, I hope this goes.